Welcome to the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. Zach Burr, Ralph Delavecchio, Sean Watson. Good show from the Philly Fan Radio early on. Now we take over. Philly Sports Fix, obviously, coming up a little bit later. Tom and Mike AM in the PM later on. As always, we are brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City. And this month, BMW of Atlantic City has challenged its sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save. Right now, lease a certified pre-owned Elite 2016 BMW 320iX Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience is closer than you think. BMW of Atlantic City, easy to get to, minutes off exit 37 of the Parkway, online at bmwatlanticcity.com. Big show today. Fortunately, since the last time we were here, the legends seem to drop. Another one every other week, it seems, whether it be music, whether it be sports, whether
Muhammad
it be
Ali's dead.
Something. You know, we had Prince.
Kimbo Slice dead.
All right, let's not mention Kimbo Slice.
He made his name on
He's
YouTube.
not a legend. He's a YouTube legend.
Beating random people up on the streets.
He's not a legend.
That's awesome.
Don't mention him in the same
Why?
context as Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, arguably.
Kimbo Slice is up there with Muhammad Ali.
Would you stop right now? We're being dead serious. This is not a time to joke. Muhammad Ali, and the reason it's not a time to
Cassius
joke.
Clay. Did you know that's his real name?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody knew that's his real name.
I wanted to make sure he knew.
And did you know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's real name was Lou Alcindor? Yeah, we were all aware of that one too. You know,
I didn't know.
Lord.
He's a young pup. But yeah, you're gonna be 21, right?
Nah, 20.
20.
20 tomorrow.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to teach the young pup something. I don't know if you knew it or not.
If you don't know that, you shouldn't be listening.
I'm just
sports radio.
I'm just saying, you know.
But, Muhammad Ali, his significance, his legacy, arguably the biggest sports icon ever in the history of sports. And by that, I mean, you look at everything, not that he just did, obviously, in the sports world, but then after that, I mean, maybe even more significant, his post-career after fighting than his fighting career was. But you can go anywhere around the world. Yeah. And people know who Muhammad Ali is.
And he got sick 20 years ago, too.
32 years.
30,
he fought Parkinson's for 32 years.
But they
and he didn't blame it on boxing either.
They thought 20 years ago he was supposed to be dead.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah. The fact that he lived to be 74
with that kind of disease,
is crazy.
And not for nothing, but the medicines that we also have nowadays,
improved them a lot.
And, I wanted to he tuned into Agree to Disagree. You should tune into Agree to Disagree. If you don't tune into Agree to Disagree, you're an idiot. Almost as big of an idiot as these guys at Philly Influencer, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But,
ouch.
Those dumbasses. If you don't tune into Agree to Disagree, you need to. It's awesome. I listened to 30 minutes of it on Sunday night. I was rolling on the floor. Phil from Mount Airy was there, killing it with Tom and Nick and Brian, the bad boys of Sports Talk, and it was phenomenal. But I do have a little beef with them. Just because they get to kick off the week, they're the first show of the week. I don't appreciate the fact that now I don't get to do what initially I wanted to do for an episode of The Rundown, because they word for word stole not only my Twitter question, but pretty much my entire idea. They stole the entire concept for the show.
Now, did you bring it up to them?
I did. I hit up Tom, and I was like, hey, your Twitter question is like, word for word, the same that I was going to make mine.
Yeah, but was it a coincidence? Did you mention it to them and then they just went and stole it? Or?
No, not beforehand. But like at the same time, what we need to I picked that one. Nobody else allowed to touch that one.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you're like, we can't call it. I'm not calling what I'm talking. I call that, and nobody else.
I got dibs. I got dibs on that.
Dibs on that. Exactly. So I hit up Tom. I was like, I can still use a similar poll question around Muhammad Ali. He said, no, you still can't use the same poll question. And I was like, well, what the geez, so what? You're the only one allowed to use that poll question. So I was like, well, I might come up with a different poll question. I wanted to have a Mount Rushmore of sports icons poll question. But what were you going to do? You can't have it as an open-ended Twitter poll question. That doesn't really work. It's not an open-ended question. We all remember them on tests back in the day in school. Always hated the open-ended question, right?
The one at the last question of the test.
You don't even give me an option. I was like, oh, I got to think myself. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to answer that.
It's too hard, dude.
I know. It's like the open-ended question. So,
but you got to have, if you're going to go to all sports, I mean, you're going to say Jordan, right? Basketball. Yeah. You're going to say Gretzky in hockey.
No, well, hold on. Before we go, remember what I'm saying by sports icons. We're not just talking about greatness in their sport. There has to be a significance outside of what they did in their sport. You know, that something from, you know, you talk about Muhammad Ali, humanitarian, you know, going to Iraq and you know, as a U.S. representative to talk with Saddam Hussein in an effort to free American hostages back in the early 90s. Things like that. Things more significant than just what
community,
they did
you're saying. Like,
right,
community.
Exactly.
Okay.
What makes you an icon, not just what you did in your sport.
Gotcha.
Not just being a great player. Because a lot of great players that are absolute douchebags, right? You know, they're not icons.
LeBron.
Just because, you know, LeBron.
Why
we'll get into LeBron.
That's why I'm really rooting for him.
In a little bit.
I'm really rooting for him because everybody hates him.
You know why I hate him? Because he couldn't do it by himself. Thank you.
What are you talking about?
We'll get into that in a
Couldn't
little
do it
bit.
by
Hold on.
himself.
Let's not muddy up the conversation just
yet.
Okay,
go back on with that.
Jackie Robinson.
ADHD.
Jackie Robinson. A sports icon. Why?
Yeah.
Not just because of what he did in baseball, but the significance of it now. I mean, we're still wearing 42 on Jackie Robinson Day. Every player in Major League Baseball is wearing that number. We need to get a new microphone. This microphone is a problem. Here, there we go. I gotta set it back like that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 42. Every player in baseball wears 42 on Jackie Robinson Day. Still for Jackie Robinson. That's the type of significance, icons that we're talking about. I'll give mine real quick, and then I want your guys' opinion.
Let me ask you something. How come? And I believe me, as a Yanks fan, I love Mariano Rivera.
Right.
They had Mariano Rivera for his whole career wearing 42.
Well, yeah, because that didn't 42 didn't become retired around Major League Baseball until 1999, I believe it was. So anybody that wore 42 before that was still allowed to wear it and was grandfathered.
They should have told Mariano Rivera, even though he's a Hall of Famer, great, probably in my opinion, the best closer in history. Especially, but they should have told Mariano Rivera. They should have told Mariano Rivera, hey, you got to have 41 or you got to have 43.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the only player. There was a couple players that was still around that time. He was the last one to actively wear it. Right. But there was a couple other players that had worn it around that. I think Mo Vaughn didn't. When Mo Vaughn maybe was 42 for a lot of his career. I was thinking about this a lot, the Mount Rushmore of sports icon questions right after Ali died. And for me, it was pretty simple. I had mine within 5 minutes of thinking about it. My Mount Rushmore of sports icons, Ali, Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, Michael Jordan. There's my 4 icons. Obviously, the first 3.
Yeah, but if you're going to say Michael Jordan, what did Michael Jordan do? Well, I'll
explain Michael Jordan to you for what I thought. Michael Jordan, you got to remember, obviously the best basketball player ever. But when he signed the Nike deal, the endorsement deal with Nike in the mid-'80s, Nike was not the company that it is now. Nike was an upstart company.
Yeah, selling shoes out of a van.
Forget about Nike. Nike's a big deal, but he branched out from Nike and created his whole own iconic brand in Jordan that to this day, is still getting bigger and bigger and bigger and is one of the most iconic brands in all of, merchandise and all that. And they don't just make, everybody obviously talks about the sneakers, but they make more than sneakers.
The hoodies, the shorts.
The hoodies, everything. And not just, then think of all the players, all the Ken Griffey Jr. had a deal with Jordan back in the day. Bo Jackson,
he's got his own shoes out too.
Had a deal, with Jordan back in the day. Obviously, LeBron is a part of the Jordan brand. So that's why I think where he becomes an icon is how he can be retired now for 15 years. Okay. And that brand, the Jordan brand, is still one of the most iconic brands out there, one of the most iconic logos. 20 years from now, or your kids, Ralph's kids, my kids, people who have never even watched him play will still know who he was and who he is.
No, I understand.
Just because of his brand.
I got to say Gretzky. I got to put Gretzky on there.
Right, so why does Gretzky go ahead?
No. I'm not saying he goes ahead. I'm saying he's going to be on the Mount Rushmore. I didn't say he's going to go ahead.
So what's yours?
Okay. The reason why I'm going to say Wayne Gretzky is you have teams now in Florida. Hockey teams in Florida. When they made that move, okay, when the Edmonton Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings, it was a business move, and they traded him to Los Angeles Kings. Okay. By the way, Wayne Gretzky that next following year, just like LeBron, took the Los Angeles Kings to the NBA, the Stanley Cup Finals with Luc Robitaille. That's all he had was Luc Robitaille. So anyway, getting back onto it, Wayne Gretzky, while I'm changing the game of hockey, because now you're having what are three teams in California where it's hot weather. Mm-hmm. Okay, you have how many teams in Florida now? You have 2. Okay, there's 5 warm weather teams that they never, you're having a lot of expansion teams throughout the NHL because of Wayne Gretzky, because of the business move. Did Wayne Gretzky want to leave the team that he had in Los Angeles? I mean, in Edmonton? Absolutely not. Why would he want to go from winning Stanley Cup rings to go to Los Angeles when there was nobody there? You understand what I'm saying? In his prime.
But we're going to put him on a Mount Rushmore with icons like Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali?
No, listen what I'm saying. He changed the game. He has 63 NHL records. He has a record, and Wayne Gretzky has a record in the Guinness World Record for setting the most records in all the sports.
I get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
But that's not how you become an icon. I could sit here and say then Dale Earnhardt's an icon because he changed NASCAR and died on the track and set all these records. And Richard Petty's an icon.
There's listen,
but it's not
there's kids want to play hockey. Well, not you, but not basketball fans, but there's kids everywhere, global, that want to play hockey because of Wayne Gretzky. He did the same thing. The same thing you just did. You just said the same thing you just said about Jordan. About how
he's a hockey icon.
The thing you just said.
All of sports.
Listen, yeah, dude, he has the most records he has a record in Guinness World Records for setting the most.
And Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier.
How is
it's
that?
Disrespectful to put him on a Mount Rushmore with Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali. He has to be in that category.
I think he should be number one.
That's like kicking Muhammad Ali in the balls. You're putting Wayne Gretzky on the Mount Rushmore with him.
Wayne Gretzky.
Would you stop?
Dude, he's the greatest player in all of sports.
Okay, great. You know how many
in all of sports.
That's not what makes you. That's not what puts you in that class of icons. You know how many great players there are in sports? You have to do more than just be a great player.
Not LeBron.
To be put in that, to be held in a. There's only 4. Mount Rushmore has 4 faces on it. We're talking about 4 icons.
I should be up there.
And you're putting Gretzky over guys like that?
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali, and Jackie Robinson.
Well, if you're going to say community, I don't know what Wayne Gretzky did in the community.
Well, that's the whole point.
So if that's what you're saying, community, okay. But if we're talking about Mount Rushmore, guys that changed,
not just the best players in the sport of Hall of Fame.
But the reason why
guys that changed guys that changed the world.
Yeah, but you opened up the door when you were saying about the Michael Jordan. You know how he has the shoes.
Yeah, but his Jordan brand is like known around the world. You go to China, they know the Jordan brand. Go to Russia, they know the Jordan brand.
I understand, but but what I'm saying,
China don't give a damn about Wayne Gretzky.
No one played back in the 70s. People in Florida and people in California didn't play hockey.
Hold on,
they did not play hockey. He changed the whole entire sport.
Put a headset on here because I want your opinion.
Okay,
because Matt's a hockey fan here. Matt, do you get what I'm saying? With you. Gretzky's the greatest hockey player in the history of professional hockey in the world.
He probably goes down as the greatest.
He's number one ahead of Muhammad Ali.
That doesn't change the world.
It doesn't change anything. He's starting right now. Look at him.
So what did he do outside of hockey? What did he do?
He changed the sport, dude. He changed the sport.
To make the world a better place?
Oh my goodness!
How do you make the world a better place?
He has he set the Guinness World Record.
Would you think he should be on a Mount Rushmore with names like Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali for how they impacted the world, not just sports, but the world?
I mean, world-wise, I mean, hockey world-wise, he's on there.
It changed.
I mean,
it's bigger than the sport. Remember that. That's what makes people icons.
Wayne Gretzky's a quiet guy. He kept to himself. He was always a quiet guy.
See, the problem is that I don't think. Here's the thing with the other sports. The other sports had someone who was always very outspoken and always very willing to like get in your face.
Like Michael Jordan.
Yeah. And you've seen that with Muhammad Ali. He was known for that. Same thing with guys like Babe Ruth. He was a man out on the town. He was a man of the people.
Big partier.
Constantly doing that.
It's even bigger than that, though. I mean, like we still talk about Babe Ruth now. I mean,
people still talk about Wayne Gretzky.
No, but hold on. Ruth played back in the 30s, and we still talk about him as like the best. He's the
because he did it off of beer and hot dogs
with home runs. He's the first person that made the home run sexy. He created Babe Ruth.
And he's a pitcher.
Do you remember growing up playing Babe Ruth baseball?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So his impact is greater than just being one of the greatest professional baseball players of all time. I mean, this is a guy we named one of the first amateur leagues with youth, 13 and 14 year olds, the Babe Ruth League.
We know what you're saying. If you're saying community, that's a whole different entity.
Well,
when you brought up Michael, what did Michael Jordan, other than the sneakers, what did Michael Jordan do for community?
Well, that's why he's the hardest one to put on that list. But can you come up with a better name? Something that's more. If Gretzky had his own brand or something,
he changed the whole entire hockey global.
Great, and what's he done since then? So in the 20 years since he's been retired, what's he done?
What do you mean?
In the 20 years since he's been retired, is he some type of hockey humanitarian that went to Russia during the Olympics to help end communism or something? To be a U.S. representative in sport? Ali went to Iraq and talked with Saddam Hussein to try to free American hostages.
Did Michael Jordan go?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
But he's on your Mount Rushmore. Yeah, because his brand is still iconic. The brand is his brand.
I don't wear Jordan shoes anymore.
So
Wayne Gretzky has a record
in
the Guinness World Records. for having the most records
Michael Jordan off the list.
ever in anything.
Gretzky belongs on the list with Muhammad Ali, Jackie Robinson, and Babe Ruth.
That is correct.
You stay out of it because you're just intentionally being stupid.
No, I'm not. Wayne Gretzky should be up there with on Mount Rushmore, dude. He changed the hockey
if you're
world.
talking about Hall of Famers, if you're talking about the best athletes in each sport,
he changed the sport.
Hold on.
He changed the game.
If you wanted to say, give me your Mount Rushmore of the 4 best.
What
athletes
did Babe
from each
Ruth
of
do in the
big
community?
sports.
What did Babe Ruth do in the community?
If you want to say, give me the 4 best athletes for each sport,
doesn't
then,
make sense.
Then maybe it's Babe Ruth, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, and pick somebody from football. I don't know where you want to go. Jim Brown. Who you want to go? Joe Montana.
Now go Jim Brown.
That's going to be tough.
You know what I mean? Like,
if
that's the question, if you're talking about the 4 big sports,
I can't go Jim Brown.
No, if you want to go Joe Montana,
I mean, we can go any way.
You know what I
want
mean?
There.
Since he's the greatest quarterback ever. You want to go Barry Sanders, whatever. Well, in some people's opinion, I mean,
it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I think once Brady retires, he has that mark. But everybody talking about back in until Brady and Manning have come around, that was the consensus, right?
Yeah,
Montana
before
was
they
the guy.
were before.
Okay.
Brady.
Yeah, Montana
Sanders,
was the guy.
whoever. Pick somebody in the football world, right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting here and we're gonna put Gretzky, Jordan, Ruth, and Montana on your Mount Rushmore of the 4 best athletes, the 4 best players in each of the 4 big sports.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then
would
you're
agree with that.
But that's not. We're not talking. That's not what we're talking.
Yeah, but
We're
what did Michael Jordan do? Did he go over across seas over in Africa?
He's the reason Nike's relevant. Nike was an upstart company. Nike got their ass kicked by Adidas, by Reebok, by everybody back in 1985. Nike is now the number 1 merchandise brand in the world because of Michael Jordan.
But the same argument that you're opening up because hockey spread it. Dude, you're having people from Florida loving the game of hockey.
Nobody from Florida loves
what
hockey.
What do you mean? They sell out. They sell out every night.
Would you stop?
In Tampa Bay.
Yeah, do you not understand how this works? Do you understand how that works? If they don't get enough people to buy it, they go find businessmen, you give away tickets, and they fill the arena.
The Kings been selling out.
That's not Florida. When is Los Angeles in Florida?
No, I'm talking about California, warm weather, man.
Well, you just said
I'm
Florida.
giving you warm weather places. Florida, California, that's warm weather places. That's what I'm giving you.
What did Babe Ruth do in the community?
Dude, the Sharks.
Babe Ruth is
It's
almost 100 years since Babe Ruth
are from California.
He was the first superstar in baseball. I hate to break it to you. We're not watching baseball at the moment if it's not for Babe Ruth. Baseball died a long time ago if Babe Ruth didn't become the first ever superstar the game had.
I'm just confused on what exactly has to be the motto here for the Mount Rushmore. Is it humanitarian work?
It's not just humanitarian, but it's things that are evolved along those lines. There has to be something outside of sport that helped make you an icon, that helped change, something that helped change the the whole, not just the world, but helped change the outlook of something at that time. You look at Muhammad Ali, what was going on in the 60s and 70s compared to what's going on now.
All right, I got something for you.
He was a big part of that humanitarian effort.
I got something for you. See, I'm a little older than you guys, but I remember this. Back when AI was lighting it up, when he was with the 76ers, okay? Yeah, you know what I mean? You had from the suburbs, from outside of Philadelphia, you know what I mean? I went down and played basketball at the courts, okay? You had a lot of white kids, right, that wore the sweatbands, that wore do-rags, that wore, you know what I mean, that wore the shorts, that wore Dickie pants, that were, you know what I mean? Allen Iverson, if you want to say that, Allen Iverson kind of changed away. I'm just telling you, man. I lived
you're not
it.
just telling me
Bro,
anything,
I lived
that's
it.
Stupid. Come
How
on,
is that
we're all
stupid?
smart here, okay?
How's that
It's
stupid?
not that hard to understand. There's a bigger picture here. It's not just sports. It has nothing to do with kids walking around the streets wearing AI headbands, AI wristbands. That's not the point.
He changed how people dress.
No, stop it.
Yes, he
Stop
did.
it.
He
did.
He
Think
did.
about what Jackie Robinson did. Okay?
But you're bringing Michael Jordan up.
Because
You're
he is.
opening up the
That's
door up with
iconic.
Michael Jordan.
No, that's different. He's
How?
more iconic than Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky just had to do with hockey. Changed hockey.
You're right.
Michael
You're
Jordan changed
All right.
an entire Nike would be bankrupt.
Gretzky,
Nike's the reason Nike's the biggest brand in all of the
Gretzky's
world
the
right
reason
now.
why he made 30 NHL teams, bro. He made teams in
it's
warm
bigger
weather.
picture than that. And so
No.
Babe Ruth's the reason there's 30. So Babe Ruth's the reason there's 30 Major League Baseball teams right now.
There wasn't going to be teams like that. There wasn't going to be expansion teams. The Flyers were expansion teams. You know
yes,
that,
there
right?
was. No. Yes, there was. And the Flyers were an expansion team before Gretzky ever came into the league. So don't give me that. You're always going to expand. No, you would expand because you change with the times. And as cities get bigger and bigger and bigger, it wouldn't have mattered whether Wayne Gretzky ever played in the NHL or not.
Listen.
The NHL would have expanded. because that's the way
Gretzky
it
did
works.
not want to go to the Los Angeles Kings. He cried on national TV when he got
Dude, if I
traded.
have to explain
It was
you-
a business move. He went to the Kings. How do you not? I know this.
Okay,
He
nobody
didn't want
said
to
you
go
were
to the
wrong.
Los Angeles Kings,
Great.
but it changed.
If I have
That
to explain
trade
to you why it's
changed
stupid
hockey.
and idiotic and disrespectful to put him on a Mount Rushmore with Muhammad Ali and Jackie Robinson, are you kidding me?
Okay.
Dude, do you not understand the significance that those
You're
guys
right.
have?
You're right. You're right.
Jackie Robinson broke a color barrier,
You're
for
right.
God's sakes.
But you brought up something with Michael Jordan. Change it.
Michael Jordan, bigger
Listen,
picture than
listen,
basketball,
listen.
Sean.
And then I go and I bring up Allen Iverson.
That's not bigger
Changing
picture.
How people dress.
Stop it.
What do you mean?
That's
man?
not bigger. Changing how people
How old are
dress.
you? How old
Are you an idiot?
How old are you?
23.
23. Okay, I'm a lot older than you.
Changing out.
I'm
Great, good
a
for
lot
you.
older than you.
Good
I
for you.
remember you were a little ass kid. You were a little kid.
I remember how significant Allen
Oh, my
Iverson
God.
was.
You were a little kid.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember how he changed basketball. In
I
this
was
city.
down at the court.
You can't use
playing
the argument
with a kid
because he changed the
dressing
way
like
people
that.
wanted to dress like Allen Iverson.
All right.
That's going to make him on a
Okay,
Mount Rushmore with those
I
guys.
just-
Allen Iverson's a scumbag, and you want to put him with.
No,
you wanna
I
put him
didn't.
with
Did I
Jackie
ever put him
Robinson
on?
and Ruth?
Did I ever put him on a Mount Rushmore? I never put him on a Mount Rushmore.
But you're using that argument to try to defend why
I'm-
Gretzky is.
Listen, man, I'm giving you an example of how Allen Iverson changed in a period of time, changed how people dressed. That's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
You know how many people changed things in sports, in acting, in show business, in this field, in that field, and Howard Cosell changed the way sports broadcasting worked, forever
Scully.
and ever and ever. Howard Cosell was the first do-it-all, do-everything sports broadcaster with the Wide World of Sports back in ABC.
Wayne, if you're getting at this, Wayne Gretzky never went and did community. I don't think he ever did charity work over in Africa and saved, lives and everything. Never did that.
But that's what.
If you're getting at that, okay, then you could take him off.
What do you think?
But if you're
makes you
getting
an
at Wayne
icon?
Gretzky changed a game,
What do you think makes you
yeah, you can
iconic?
put him on there. What do you mean?
It's not just sports.
Okay, then take him off, Zach. Take him off. Take him off. He's not on there.
So
Go ahead.
But,
So Muhammad Ali, go ahead, get on
no,
it. Michael Jordan.
But I gave you mine.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. But like you can opinions are opinions, but you can't. That's ignorance. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
That would just be like picking, Tom Brady because you think of how awesome he is
No.
and how he's fighting the NFL now at the moment, and he's fighting Roger Goodell and Roger Goodell's overreach of power. So therefore, it's the significance is, he belongs in a category like that. It's different than that, man. We'll be right back on the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Give them a call at 56889-3434. Visit the website, scanzanosports.com.
Hey guys, this is Brian Daly, the Hockey Happy Hour. You have any big celebrations coming up like a birthday or a graduation party and you don't want to cook for everybody that's invited? Call Obi's Catering. You can contact Chris O'Brien at 856-534-8410 or you can email them at cateringbyobi@yahoo.com. Also, like them on Facebook at Catering by Obi's. Tell them that Tom Arnone or the boys from A2D Radio sent you and you can get 20% off. It's Obi's Catering, changing the world one dish at a time.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience, giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC, Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hi, this is Matt Sudi of the Hockey Happy Hour, and if I want a night out in the town but I don't want to miss the Flyers, there's only one place I'm going to, the Philly Sports Bar. Located in 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey, it has over 40 plasma and HD TVs with a brick oven and a 2-story deck. This sports bar has truly surpassed everyone's expectations. From the one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia to the life-size sports figures, this bar stays true to its name. The Philly Sports Bar also provides a quality service along with an outstanding variety of the finest liquors and well-known beers with a family-friendly environment for everyone, while remaining true to what they are, the best darn sports bar. So check out the Philly Sports Bar. You can give them a call at 856-939-4322. Send them an email at info@phillysportsbar.com or check out their website at www.phillysportsbar.com. That's the Philly Sports Bar in Runnymede, New Jersey.
This is the rundown on a2dradio.com. Ralph apparently doesn't know what hot mics mean.
Nope.
You know, he went to broadcasting school with me, Sean. Sean's the only one here that didn't go to broadcasting
Wasted
school.
$10,000, but we're not going to get into that.
And Sean knows what hot mics mean. The rundown on a2dradio.com.
Took $10,000 out of my pocket for
Brought
nothing.
to you
You know. Oh man.
by BMW of Atlantic City. Jeez, can I get the address? There's the one finally with the address. No, it's not. Jeez. Oh, there we go. Okay. BMW of Atlantic City, located 6037 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, 609-568-9200. Go to BMWAtlanticCity.com. This month, BMW of Atlantic City challenged its sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save right now. Lease a certified pre-owned Elite 2016 BMW 320 iX Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience is closer than you think. BMW of Atlantic City, easy to get to. Minutes off exit 37 of the Parkway. Online at BMWofatlanticcity.com. We're talking a lot of things. We had a great conversation. I didn't think it was going to get that heated, the Mount Rushmore thing. You know, the funny thing is, when I was thinking about this, putting this conversation together, the Mount Rushmore of sports icons, I honestly thought you were going to replace Michael Jordan, but I thought the name you were going to give me was Derek Jeter, and I thought I was going to have to come across the table and, like, punch you in the mouth.
No.
I was like, watch, he's going to argue with me that Derek Jeter should be more of an icon.
No,
than
I'm a
Michael Jordan.
realist. I'm a
You know,
realist.
so instead you went Gretzky on me, and I still got just as crazy.
Well,
you know.
but no,
You're an idiot, but, you know,
the community
you're allowed to
work.
have your opinion.
The community work. Okay, if you want to say I can't name something that Wayne Gretzky did because he was a quiet guy. If you're going to say community work, yeah, you're going to have to take him
like
off.
I told you, like we had this conversation, I'd agree with you. If we're going, you know, the four, you got the four big sports, right?
Yeah.
Basketball, NFL,
We take
NBA,
one from every sport.
MLB, NHL, and you take one from every
The
sport.
face.
Gretzky's the guy from the NHL.
Yeah.
You know,
He was also the logo at one point.
Ruth will probably be Ruth's the guy probably for me still to this day. And that's how much of an icon he is, right? And maybe Jackie
Because he did it the
Robinson's in
right
that
way.
picture.
He did it off of beer and hot dogs.
He was snorting cocaine, but again, I mean, the game was born on amphetamines.
Yeah.
Everybody used amphetamines. That's how the game became.
Ted
big.
Williams.
You know, everybody. You
Lou
know,
Gehrig.
Jackie Robinson maybe challenges Ruth. I think he's the only one in baseball that you could say, okay, maybe you got to have like half of Babe Ruth's face and half of Jackie Robinson's face.
Yeah.
I don't,
No, when you think
know,
of, no, I
the
think you hit the
baseball.
nail on the
That's
head.
how a baseball player does.
Honestly, but when you think of baseball, like you just said,
Yeah.
they have leagues. That's Babe
Yeah.
Ruth league.
I
When
mean,
you
they
think
have
of
Jackie
baseball,
Robinson
when you
leagues,
think
too.
of baseball, you think of Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth.
I might, I might even go far enough to say it, just because to fit my own argument, I've got to make Jackie Robinson ahead of Babe Ruth just because when you look at everything, bigger
Yeah.
picture, he was more iconic from breaking the color barrier.
And back then, nobody
after he
stole
broke
home.
it.
Nobody stole home except for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think his significance on the game was
Did
much
Jackie
bigger-
Robinson
well, not
play?
much
Did
bigger,
Jackie
but bigger
Robinson
than
play
Ruth.
every position?
He played.
He could
played a
have if
lot.
he
Yo,
wanted to.
yo,
Second
Babe
base,
Ruth,
first
Babe
base.
Ruth played every single.
He did,
position.
and like I said, he was
every position.
He was
bro.
the game's first superstar.
Yeah.
You know, the Bambino, Babe Ruth. I mean, when you talk about like media, I mean, sports media in general, like it was, back in the 1930s, obviously nowhere near, the craziness, and the spectacle that it is now. But Babe Ruth was like, him and Ty Cobb were like the first two like baseball superstars.
And what did you say?
That, like the local news media.
And then you also had Shoeless Joe.
But-
Shoeless Joe
to
Jackson
go
too.
against your argument on Jackie Robinson, what I'm saying is Babe Ruth. If Babe Ruth just say something happened to him, he passed away back in the days.
Right.
You said that there'd probably be no baseball to this day.
Right, and that's why I think like he has to be on that list. Robinson has to be on the list too, but so does Ruth because
there would be no Jackie
Right.
Robinson if it wasn't no Babe Ruth, right?
Baseball needed a super. Why did baseball become America's pastime? Before the NFL became what it is and became the dominant sport in America that it is now, you go back to the 1960s and 70s, baseball was still America's pastime, the number one sport in the country.
The strikes killed baseball, bro.
They did, but there's been
killed
strikes.
93
Yeah.
There's been
Not having
strikes
the
in other
World
sports.
Series that one year
it
killed it.
kills baseball,
But Babe
man.
Ruth was the reason that baseball became America's pastime. The first superstar. He made home runs sexy. Think about that. 27 home runs was the record, and he hit 60 one year.
I know.
And then I think
know.
his exact words after he hit 60 was like, I'd like to see some son of a bitch break that record. That was what he told the media when they interviewed him. He's like, good luck with some son of a bitch breaking that record. It was like, that was Babe Ruth back in the
And
30s.
nobody
Like,
has anybody touched that yet. No, nobody has touched that yet.
well, I mean, when you think,
Nobody's gotten close to that record yet.
well, I mean, like obviously Bonds,
Close to what record?
and
60 home
McGuire.
runs.
Well, McGuire went and shattered it.
So what?
And then Bonds
yeah.
shattered
Yeah.
it.
he did.
And then
Sammy Sosa,
Right.
Mark
Goddamn.
McGuire.
That's all I'm talking about. Steroids.
But
they hit.
but
They,
that- but-
bro,
but it
they
did-
They were in the
To
70s.
Ralph's point,
Yeah.
that's what helped save baseball in the late 90s after the strikes. Right after Cal Ripken Jr. broke the Ironman streak, home runs in the home run race to break the record.
The
is what helped
steroid
save
era.
baseball.
They call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what they
steroids.
call
Got to
it.
take a quick break. Station identification, a2dradio.com.
You're listening to A2D Radio. A2D Radio. A2D Radio. At A2DRadio.com.
The rundown on a2dradio.com. Yeah, the home runs in the late 90s and the home run race really did help bring baseball back from the low point it was at after the strike of 94.
And then also
TV
like 3 years
rating-wise-
ago with Chris Davis and Miguel Cabrera going
Well,
at it too.
I
Yeah,
know-
but they've been doing it.
No,
Dude, if
but
you saw
yeah,
the Sammy
yeah.
Sosa, Mark McGuire,
No,
even though they're
Miguel Cabrera winning the Triple Crown was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was definitely a big deal. But
It's all fixed.
I've had this argument with people before. It's all fixed. I've had this argument with people before that want to talk about, well, the home run race is what helped save baseball after the strike. I agree. That's what helped finish the deal. But the Cal Ripken thing, and you'll remember this probably better than anybody else here at this table, was the only reason people were watching baseball in 1995 was to see Cal Ripken break Lou Gehrig's Iron Man streak. Like, that was the only reason.
Yeah.
In 95, right after the initial strike in 94. Why people watched baseball in 95 was to see Ripken go break the Iron Man streak. And then the home runs is what continued the momentum.
Then you had
after
Sammy
that,
hitting home runs every night,
Griffey-
McGuire hitting home runs
Griffey
every
Jr.
night.
Griffey Jr. hit 58
With the
in
sweetest
97.
swing of all baseball.
Without
and,
the
and was,
juice.
and was teasing people.
Without the juice.
And was teasing
And Ken
people.
Griffey had the sweetest swing of all baseball.
Well,
Forget about the juice, though, because, again,
but his problem
Nobody
was,
was. I mean, everybody was on it. There wasn't any rules against it.
But I'm
Baseball
not,
was that
but,
sport.
But here's the thing. This is where I'm not against steroids. This is where people are against. This is where I'm not. Okay, there's 162 games, right?
Yeah.
As you get older, it's hard to stay healthy on the field, right?
Yeah.
So if you hit yourself up, what you're trying to do is you're trying to compete with everybody else when your
You're trying to
body,
compete with the younger guys so you don't lose your spot.
Your body's breaking
Yeah.
down, bro.
Yeah, but forget about that again, because forget about it, because what you're saying would even make sense, even if it was illegal, and against the rules. What you're saying would make sense because you're trying to get that in. But you're talking about something that wasn't even illegal at that time. Well, why are you using that supplement? What do you mean? Why am I using that supplement? Because it makes me feel good when I wake up. It helps me, feel rejuvenated from
And
the
just
day
like what
before. If it's
what
not
you said
against
about
the rules,
Brett Favre, he
Right.
couldn't get out of bed until he took
Without
the pain,
Percocets.
yeah, with the
But that wasn't against-
painkillers.
Yo, he
and
came
that
out and
wasn't
said
against the
that.
rules
Yeah.
either,
He came out
know?
on TV and said, I needed basically
Painkillers to get out of bed.
But
That's what he said.
but if something's not against the rules,
It's going to go down a lot.
how are you expecting people to feel morally wrong about it? Oh, there was not a drug policy in baseball. I'm not going to feel morally. Maybe I'm feeling morally. I don't. The guys that got like Darryl Strawberry getting messed up on cocaine. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. That's an issue. These guys are over here though. Popping this pill or that pill.
They all did cocaine.
Or this or whatever to try to get the extra little advantage so that they don't wear down over a 160 game season.
Yeah.
Well, when there wasn't any drug policy in place, we're really sitting here talking about, how Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens shouldn't be on the Hall of Fame because how big of juicers they were.
Yo, back in
They were the best player on each end of the game, pitching and hitting, at a time when everybody was using the same drugs.
It was real big from the 80s, the 90s, right? Like that 20-year period, 80s, 90s, everybody was.
I think what they should do, I think the
Everybody.
MLB should just let steroids come into play, and they'll go down a lot more because then you don't have players sneaking it in.
And then you
Well,
go.
no, because baseball's actually come.
Listen,
the
bro,
closest out of all the sports to
steroids don't
becoming
help you hit a
really clean.
curveball.
Yeah,
Okay,
you gotta have vision.
yeah,
Right, but
steroids
but-
don't help
but
you hit a curveball.
Baseball's come the closest out of the professional sports to making themselves clean. Football's still one of the dirtiest sports out there, drug-wise. In football, you want to talk about steroids and HGH. I mean, you mentioned it last week. The
Yeah.
Steelers and their defense.
The
steel
offensive
curtain-
line.
The offensive was all on
The steel
steroids.
curtain-
Every one of them,
Yeah.
bro.
The steel curtain back in the day for the Steelers was known.
Yep.
Was
For
notoriously
steroids.
known for the HGH
Yep.
and for the steroids. Like they introduced it to the sport for God's
They got
sakes.
4 Super Bowl rings
Yeah.
in the 70s from that, bro.
Yeah.
From that.
I think
offensive
baseball
line.
should just let steroids be and just let it be in the game, and it's going to go down no matter what because then you don't have people sneaking it in and doing it.
Well,
It it will go down as the percentage of people doing steroids in the MLB will go down if you just make it legal.
let's move on to our next topic. I guess you can call it. Move on to what our Twitter question was, and the idea behind our Twitter question. What's going on in the NBA Finals?
LeBron James,
2-0 lead for the Warriors currently. Game 3, I believe, is tonight.
9:00.
The Twitter question: is LeBron James, or should LeBron James be held responsible for the Cavs'
Yeah, and that is damn
embarrassing
right.
performance in
Damn
Game
right.
2? And Sean, I know you're on the other side of
I'm
this,
disagreeing.
and I'll let you get your
Yeah.
2 cents.
You're
in.
crazy if you
But
don't.
I'll tell you why
You're crazy, Sean.
he should be held responsible.
He should be held responsible
All right, well, give me your
100%.
guys'
Well,
reason.
for me, it's plain and simple. I look at and I'll use this as an example for you old school basketball fans. Maybe you don't quite remember back this far, but you'll know
Yeah.
the reference I'm talking about. Michael Jordan dropped 64 points in the Boston Garden against the Celtics in like 1986 or 87 in the playoffs, when before Pippen was there.
I think that was his third year in the
before he
league.
had anybody. It was just him.
Yeah.
He scored 64 points, a record for an opponent in the Boston Garden
Mhm.
against the Larry Bird and Kevin McHale-led Boston Celtics team. And the Celtics still won by like 5 or 6 points or whatever. But Michael Jordan by himself scored 64 points and willed the Bulls into that game to at least give them a chance. He was going to be damned if they were going to be embarrassed in that game. And all I'm saying is not that LeBron should do it where the Cavs should win this series, or the Cavs should have been able to win one of these first 2 games because he's the best player in the world. But to lose by 33 points when you are
Took him out early in the fourth quarter.
well,
too.
okay,
Down by 20.
that's
by
fine.
the way.
Listen,
But
if you're a
they were
but
great,
it was
by
still down
20.
by 20.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They were still down by
ran
20.
by 20.
And my point is,
And with
you'll
11
test
minutes,
this-
with 11 minutes left in the game, they took him out of the
and
game.
you'll
for the
test
rest of
this
the
because you were watching the same thing I was
game.
watching.
Yeah.
There was a couple times in that game he decided once he got the ball at the 3-point
You can't
line,
stop.
I'm tired of this. I'm going to go right to the rack and I'm going to yam on everybody.
And they can't stop.
And he buttered them up and threw it down on everybody. And there would be multiple possessions where he just came and like unstoppable. And my whole point is when you can assert your dominance like that
Can't do it
up
every
and
play.
down the stop it.
Can't do it
stop
every play.
No, stop it.
There's 4
no,
quarters.
stop
You can't do it
No.
every game in the
Maybe
series.
not every play.
You can't
Maybe
do
not
it.
every
No,
play.
he's saying
no, but this is what
yeah.
I'm saying. Because when it comes time, every Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, LeBron should be able to do it. Kobe used to do it. There comes a time in every game where you decide, you know what? I'm about to take over this game. We need to win this game. I'm about
want
to
him
take
to
over.
do that, but
And it's time. And for maybe not the whole game, but for a 5-minute period, he becomes the most unstoppable player on the court. All superstars have that ability. LeBron has the ability, but he's not the killer.
He's soft, dude.
He's not the killer. He could have taken over that game for 5 minutes and brought them back within 5 points, 10 points.
Let me ask you something.
But he didn't.
What are the Warriors' shooting percentage?
That's fine.
Unbelievable.
That's fine.
They're just
okay.
It's a team game.
No, I got that.
They have role players.
Maybe they lose by 10.
And their role players are unbelievable.
They're
playing on a whole nother level.
Maybe they lose by 10. But for that game to get out of hand the way it did and get that embarrassing.
Iguodala, it's like I'm looking at
why
it.
Should Andre Iguodala ever be able to shut down LeBron James?
Huh?
Should Andre Iguodala? I know he's a great defender and he's one of the best man-to-man.
Well, that's why. That's one of the reasons
LeBron still.
But that's what I'm saying. When LeBron wants to, he should still be able to go and take him right to the rack and yam on him, right?
But Zach, it's easier said than done. It's so hard to do it every single.
He doesn't have to do it every play.
Every single game in the
5 minutes of that third quarter.
You're going to work. You're going to be worn out. You're going to be exhausted.
We both remember halftime, right?
Yeah.
And that game at halftime, game 2 at halftime. If LeBron comes out and for the first 6 minutes of the third
puts
quarter,
up 20 points in 6 minutes, the Cavs are back in the game.
And puts up like 15 points.
The Cavs are back into the game.
Half, exactly. They're right back in that basketball
I think
game.
he's going to
listen, the difference between LeBron, Jordan. The difference between LeBron and then there's a difference between Jordan and then you got the Birds and you got the Stockings and then you got all the other legends, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing would never ever let the Knicks get blown out in a playoff game on national television.
Here's a name for you.
Where's Kyrie Irving at?
Well, I got you.
Where's Kyrie Irving at?
I know.
Where Kevin Love had a concussion
and
he was out.
And he's out tonight, which means the Warriors are going to win the night again.
I'm saying, bro,
you're
making my point right now.
The Cavs are getting
It's not
swept.
all about LeBron. You have to have role players.
No.
You have to have role players. Come on, man.
No, in order for him to win the series. But just like I mentioned, Michael Jordan was playing with less than what LeBron has right now in Cleveland.
All right,
he scored 64 in the Boston Garden. He refused to let the Bulls get absolutely humiliated and run out of that series. Refused to let the Bulls get run out of that series and embarrassed. They should have been embarrassed in that series. It was Michael with nobody else against Larry Bird and Kevin McHale and one of the deepest and best, rosters ever assembled with, still in the mid-'80s, late 80s Boston Celtics, right? Yet he still refused to let the Bulls be embarrassed.
I got that. But I'm going to tell you, Michael Jordan, I know everyone talks Mike and everyone has Mike up to the ceiling and everyone loves Mike and Mike's the face of everything and Mike. I got all that, okay? And I know I saw back in the 90s.
He's 6-0.
He went 3.
In the finals,
he retired. He came back. He
won
3 more championships.
6-0.
I got all that.
Yeah, but
Scottie Pippen.
Forget about that.
Scottie Pippen.
Because that's where he's
Scottie Pippen was a great player. Okay, don't kid yourself.
Right, but
Dennis
Pippen wasn't on that team at that moment.
Defense, Dennis Rodman, rebounding machine, was a great player.
Listen,
he had great players, dude.
That's why I'm not disagreeing about should he be winning. No,
he had his own big.
He won his chips with great players.
LeBron has no chance to win this series, and no matter.
I'm not saying he does.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what but that's why I'm not I get that they're not going to win this series, or that maybe they shouldn't have won game 2. Even if my point. You shouldn't be embarrassed by 33 when you have LeBron James
let me ask
on your team.
Let me ask you something. Just say they still lose the series, but say they lose 4-2. LeBron comes back, fires off, and wins the next 2 games.
Okay.
In Cleveland.
That's
fine. Then they go back. They will lose a game over, and they go. You know what I mean?
Golden State.
Golden. I call it Oakland because
it's
basically Oakland.
But
they go back to Oakland, Golden State.
Well, and I hope he does. He needs to do something like that. And I think he probably at some point here is going to go off.
But say they lose 4-2.
By the way, Curry and Clay still haven't gone off yet, so that's my argument.
Listen,
Curry and Clay haven't gone off yet.
They lose 4-2, right? But that's another thing you're saying. Curry and Clay haven't gone off because they're a team.
No, listen, I'm with
you. Their role players are going
so
off. Their bench.
The Warriors are so deep.
The deepest team in the league right now.
Slaughtered.
Sean, this Warriors team is deeper
Yeah.
than those Michael Jordan's Bulls
Absolutely.
teams. It's deeper.
Yes.
That's fine. But still, to get embarrassed by that much, where's the will? Kobe dropped 81 to avoid being embarrassed.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
And by the way, that game when when Kobe dropped that game against 81, he was down the whole entire game.
We kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but we're going to mention it on air right now and see what everyone has to say. LeBron James' second year, what was he? 20 years old, right?
Right.
All right. The year before that, They were the worst team in basketball. They got the number 1 overall pick. All right.
And got
The
LeBron.
next following year, they get LeBron. He takes them to the NBA Finals with Delonte West. Okay,
And Eric Snow. And Eric Snow.
Well, he was past his prime.
Eric
But-
Snow
but-
stinks.
but-
I'm just
Eric Snow
I'm
always
piggybacking
stunk.
on
He
you.
was past his prime, bro.
I'm piggybacking on you. He had Eric Snow. A bum ass Eric Snow.
Okay,
Even when
right,
Eric Snow
right,
was in
right.
Philly, Eric Snow
Right.
stunk.
Oh
But,
yeah.
all right. LeBron
Larry
takes him to
Hughes.
the finals. We all know he got swept and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Everyone was criticizing him. Oh, we thought he was, the God gift and this, that, the whole bit. Bro, he took the worst team in basketball the next
That's
following year
fine.
to the NBA
Oh,
final. Okay.
Because we got to take a break. We'll
All
pick
right.
it up when we come
We'll
back.
pick it up.
All right. But here's my whole thing, and we'll go to the break on this. What happened last year in the finals? LeBron, after Kyrie and Kevin Love were out, absolutely dominated for all 6
Yeah, he
games,
did.
right? 40-plus points. Had how many? 5 triple-doubles in a 6-game series? Was it, right? And what? The Cavs lost, but there wasn't a single game where they got absolutely embarrassed, right? So we know he's capable of at least keeping the Cavs in a game and not letting them get embarrassed.
They're just too good, bro.
But they're losing by 33.
I hate to say
The Cavs are
I'm
going to
just
get
saying.
swept.
I think I was a little
If the
weak.
Cavs don't win the night, they're getting swept.
Golden State.
His will to win is nowhere near on the level
Dude,
of a champion.
Steph Curry
like
had
Kobe.
what, 11 points?
And
In
Michael
game
Jordan.
one,
I'm
you know
just
who had
saying.
the most?
one,
You know
right.
who had the most points for the Warriors in game one? Sean Livingston. He blew his knee out 2 years
That's
ago.
what we're saying, bro.
This is the rundown on A2D
Warriors are
Radio.com.
sweeping.
We'll pick it up when we come back. We're brought to you by the Sports Outlet. For all your sporting needs, go to 703 Black Horse Pike, Glendora, New Jersey, 856-939-2030. Email sportsoutletnj@comcast.net. Visit the website sportsoutletinc.com.
Hey guys, Rob Hovia here from Fantasy Dominance Now and the Hockey Happy Hour with a quick question. Are you in need of a professional home improvement? Then contact Harry's Contracting, 609-638-6336. That's 609-638-6336. No job too big, no job too small. The owner, Harry Ernst, is a fully licensed general contractor. Tile work, bathroom and kitchen remodeling, and just about everything else. No matter what you need, Harry will leave your home looking as beautiful as ever. Harry's Contracting offers free estimates, and if you mention A2D Radio during the estimate, Harry will give you 15% off the quote. Give him the job, tack on another 5% for a total of 20% savings off his already insane low prices. So contact Harry's Contracting today, 609-638-6336, or email harryscontractimprovements@gmail.com. Harry's Contracting, insane home improvements.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and operator of A2DRadio.com and host of Agree to Disagree. If I want to go check out a ball game, there's no better place than the Philly Sports Bar located 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. With over 40 plasma and HD TVs, a brick oven, a 2-story deck, the sports bar has surpassed everyone's expectations. From the one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia to life-size sports figures, the bar stays true to its name. The Philly Sports Bar will provide quality service along with outstanding variety of the finest liquors and well-known beers in a family-friendly environment while remaining true to what they are, the best darn sports bar. That's the Philly Sports Bar located in Runnymede, New Jersey.
If you have an upcoming wedding, bar mitzvah, or high school graduation and you're in need of catering, well, contact OB's Catering today. Chris O'Brien is changing the world one dish at a time. You can give him a call, 856-534-8410. Email him cateringbyOB, that's OBIE @yahoo.com, or look him up on Facebook @Catering by Obies. And if you tell him Tom Arnone or any of the boys from A2DRadio.com sent you, you get 20% off. If you want some fine catering, contact OB's Catering today.
This is the rundown on a2dradio.com. We're brought to you by Liberty Event Rentals, a new sponsor here at a2dradio.com, 2154 East Cambria Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Give them a call, 267-314-7368, libertyeventrentals.com. Tents, tables, chairs, linens, and they deliver. And, of course, I said Philadelphia, Pennsylvania because, I guess we all thought it was Philadelphia, Alabama, or, one of those places, had to put in Pennsylvania. That's like me, listing, when we talk about Runnymede, and I got to say Runnymede, New Jersey, because it could have been, Runnymede, California. You never know.
Let me get back to my LeBron points.
Oh, yeah. You want to get back to your LeBron point.
All right. So we know about what happened, his second year.
So looking forward to it,
All right.
Ralph,
We know what happened his second year. Took the worst team to the NBA Finals. Right. He goes.
Who was that?
He goes.
Can you stop being
to
Darth
6,
Vader?
And I know he didn't do a Jordan, win 3,
Darth Vader is
retire
joined
to go to baseball,
studio.
come back and win 3 more. We all know that didn't happen.
But
the guys,
well, that's because he didn't have a gambling problem.
The guy's been to 7 finals in the last 10 years. We all agree on that.
No,
right?
6 finals.
No,
6 in a row.
7 finals in the last 10 years.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, but let me ask you.
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
But in the Eastern
And he's
Conference,
2-5.
in the Eastern Conference,
He's still been to 7
Doesn't
finals.
have a winning
no,
record.
but that talks because that
Michael Jordan
but that-
6-0
no,
in
but
the
that
finals.
that speaks to the because if we're going to be fair, we got to use the same argument here, okay? Because LeBron,
Okay, bring it
in
on.
all these Eastern Conference, when he went to the finals, the West has always been the dominant conference. The Spurs, the one year that they lost, the better team. You know what I mean?
The Mavericks.
Exactly. The
No,
Mavericks.
I got
strong
it.
conference.
I got it.
But when Michael went to the finals, the East was the dominant
Oh,
conference.
yeah, definitely.
Think of all the teams he played with the
two different, right?
The Trailblazers.
Listen,
Come on, the Trailblazers
listen,
aren't going to
I
beat
got
him.
you. I got you.
So
The Jazz.
And
so
we
can
agree
use
that
the
it's
same
2 different.
Right.
And it's 2 different
Michael had
flip flop. I mean, it's
if you want to be
The
fair,
90s was the East, and now
No,
it's
exactly.
the West.
The Bulls.
it's
hold on,
2 different
Sean,
generations.
you remember this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Once the Bulls got to the finals back in the day, you knew they were going to win the NBA Finals. The Bulls' challenge was getting out of the Eastern Conference
Yeah, I know.
because that's where all of their biggest competitors were at.
I got
correct?
that, yeah.
Between the Pistons and the Knicks, and
Celtics.
the Pacers.
The Pacers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the time 1993
Reggie Miller,
came
dude.
around, Reggie Miller was becoming a
Yeah.
superstar, and Patrick Ewing was obviously a big deal, and the Magic were slowly growing into becoming a big deal.
Then they got
the
rid of
Eastern
Shaq.
Conference was where all of the competitiveness was at. Once they got through the Eastern Conference Finals and were playing for the NBA Finals, you knew the Trailblazers weren't going to beat them. Really?
The
With
Jazz.
George Gervin and Clyde Drexler, whoever the heck it was, the Jazz.
Well, hold on.
The Jazz probably had the
Yeah,
best chance.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Supersonics going to beat
Dude.
them with Sean Kemp.
Yeah, but you
They were exciting, but they weren't going to beat the
The
Bulls.
Jazz went back to back, but I got that. But the Jazz were a good team. You had
Well,
the mailman.
The Jazz was the one team that they actually played in the finals in that 2-year stretch that was actually
Stockton.
legitimate.
Yeah.
That actually could give them a run, and that's why the one went to
I
Game
think
7.
both. I think if I'm correct, I think one of them went Game 7.
It did, yeah. The one went to Game
but
7.
they went back to, but they were back to back.
Right,
too.
but they also
Yeah.
played the Trailblazers, right? They played who else they play at one point? The one finals the first one who they beat. They beat the Trailblazers.
Who
They
you're
beat
saying?
the
Who you're
Jazz.
saying
The Bulls. They beat the
Bulls.
Trailblazers. They beat the Jazz.
Dude,
Who else
they
they
won
beat?
6, they won
1990
6 of them.
The
bro.
1998 NBA Finals, Chicago won in Game 6. They won Game 6
Against
against
Utah.
Jazz.
Utah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the year before they played Utah too,
Yes,
right?
they did.
I think so.
Yes.
Let me
And then
see.
in '96 they played
Yep.
Portland.
97 they won 42 against Utah.
'96 they might have played the Supersonics because that's when Sean Kemp was
Yep,
in
and
his
they
prime, and
they
Gary
won
Payton.
in, they won in Game 6 again.
Yeah.
So 3
come on.
consecutive years they won in Game
Gary
6.
Payton and Sean Kemp were not going to beat that Michael Jordan's led
No,
Bull
I
team.
know,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? But so when you get to the NBA Finals, what LeBron has had to go up against is
But
tougher
that's not his.
competition.
But you know that's
than what
not
Michael
his
had to
fault.
go up against.
It's the cards that you're dealt.
Well, just like it's not Michael's fault that he faced an easier.
no,
game
I'm
once they
not.
got there.
I'm not saying
But
it's not.
that's why I'm trying to be fair to LeBron
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
point is LeBron's faced it once. LeBron's
The
faced an easy road.
1996 Conference Finals, Jordan and the Bulls swept the Magic 4-0.
See the Magic.
But here's
There
the
you
thing.
go.
Let's get on.
with
Hardaway and
Here
Shaq.
you go. And this is another reason why I so wanted LeBron
Because
James.
the Magic somehow still
This
weren't
is-
in the same.
That year, the
conference.
Supersonics were
this
64
is another
and
reason.
18.
This is another reason why I wanted LeBron to win so bad. Okay, and this is. Remember we talked about it last week
Right.
when Steph Curry. Okay, when they were down 3-1. All right, last series.
Mhm.
Right, and everyone was saying, "Oh, well, he's hurt," and oh, you know what I mean. Everyone was feeling so sympathy for Steph Curry, but put LeBron James there, being down 3-1. Oh, he's done. He stinks. He's over the road. Oh, man, LeBron's terrible. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone hates LeBron James. If LeBron
I don't
James
like him.
put LeBron
I never
James
liked him
where
in my
Steph
group.
Curry was, and everyone badmouths LeBron James. But everyone bows down to Steph Curry and all Steph.
Because
he's
you know
hurt.
why? You know
Oh.
why? Because he's the next great thing.
Come on, bro.
That's why.
You
He's
can't
the
have it
next.
both ways.
You can't.
He's the
people
next
can't have it
great
both
thing
ways, though.
to come
Yeah,
up. He's the best
but you
shooter
can't-
in the
but
NBA.
you can't
Nobody
hate
pays.
LeBron.
Nobody
And LeBron-
compares
and
to
LeBron's
Stephen Curry
Bro, they
today
hate
in
him.
the NBA.
Everyone
And
hates
LeBron's
the
the
guy.
most
He is the
dominant
next
physical
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
He is the next
Dude, they
Reggie
hate
Miller.
But LeBron's
Who?
Stephen Curry
I think Steph Curry's a more all-around player
shattered
than both
his
of those
record
guys.
this year. Over 400
I understand.
Reggie
three-pointers.
Miller was a great shooter, but Steph's, I think, a better player.
He's
better
about to
all-around
win
player than
his
both those
second
guys.
ring.
Steph's an underrated defender. He can score in more ways than just shooting.
Second ring.
If you're going to talk about it, let's talk about overall
Yeah,
players.
but
Stephen Curry's at the
but
end of the
no.
career will have more rings than LeBron James.
But
Listen,
LeBron is the
listen.
most dominant physical specimen in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
At 6'8" and 265.
Then when you were
every-
down by 33 points, you should have came back and won that game.
It's a team
No,
game.
no, but LeBron's not that. No,
He's
It
not,
is
he
a
ain't
team
taking
game.
out a whole
No,
And that's
army.
why the Warriors are going to win this. And Cavs, the
We're
Cavs
not
don't have
saying he's
nothing.
not. We're not
that's
saying
the knack against LeBron, though, is he's not the killer that guys like Kobe and Michael was, and that's why he can't take over that game.
No, he
And
can't.
prevent them from getting humiliated like Michael or Kobe would have. Doesn't take away from how great of a player he is. I do feel like he's just like I feel like if you're going to be LeBron,
He's soft,
hold on.
dude. How do you drive? He drives the lane every time, and if he
Stop
doesn't
with a
make the,
bad soft.
dude, he
can't
is.
teach
He's
that.
soft. He is soft,
And you
dude.
can't teach that.
He is soft,
And you
dude.
can't teach that.
All right,
He
here we
is
go.
soft.
Here we go. Here we go.
He drives the lane every time he doesn't make the bucket. He looks at the ref. I want to foul,
Well,
man.
yeah, he is a whiner. I
I
won't
wanna
give him that. He's
foul.
a crybaby. He
Come
is a
on now.
No, he is a Sidney Crosby.
He is.
The
He's a Sidney
superstar-
Crosby of the
The
NBA.
superstar that
Yeah.
whines and bitches.
And that's
about
one of the
everything.
reasons
Here you
why
go.
people hate him,
Here you
because
go.
every time he drives the lane, he always
You
cries
want
and
him on your team?
bitches
You want him on
about not
You
getting
want
a
him on your
foul.
team? You want him on your team?
If he was on the Lakers,
You want him on your
I
team?
would still like the Lakers.
No, no, no.
I don't like him at
No,
all.
no,
I don't like
you
LeBron
want-
at all.
You're a hater.
You're crazy.
Okay, then you
You're
go.
smoking dope.
You call me a hater, I don't care.
You don't want him on the Lakers.
You can be on the Lakers, but I'm not going to cheer for. I'm not going to cheer for
You see
LeBron.
that? You see that move? You see that? Oh, he could be on the Lakers. But I'm like, do you want him on the Lakers, bro?
I don't know.
You would be freak. You would get a ticket.
I wouldn't buy his
You
jersey.
would go.
Though.
Come on, Ralph.
I wouldn't buy his
Come
jersey.
on, Ralph. As soon as he signed with the Sixers, I'm going out. I'm going to get a China jersey.
Dude, if you think
for
if
LeBron
you,
James
if you
Sixers
think
jersey.
he's coming to the Sixers,
He's
you guys
not.
are
I
high.
didn't say he's not.
Listen,
He's
no,
not.
I got no.
I'm saying if a fantasy,
The
if
Warriors
he signed with the
and
76ers, I'm going out the next day and
the
buying a
moral,
LeBron James
the moral
China
of this
jersey.
conversation is that the Warriors are going to sweep, and then LeBron's going to leave again to go to Miami
leaving.
for 2 years
you
or 4 years. Because God forbid,
my
if he doesn't have a
goodness.
superstar, he doesn't get his way. I mean, he got his own coach fired after having a winning record because, you know, we all know LeBron runs the Cavs, guys. Come on now. He's going to be the owner one day
Yeah,
of the
no,
Cavs.
Yeah.
No, that's true. He does have a lot of pull, but that's my point for why you listen to the way LeBron talks sometimes. You know what I mean? First of all, it's clear. And listen, hold on.
And by the
no,
by
you
the-
hold on.
No, by
You
the
hold on,
way,
because you're going to interrupt people out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Shut
I
up
am.
before I tell Matt
Yeah.
to mute you.
by the way,
Mute him.
no, man, don't do that. Come on now. I thought we were friends. By the
Oh,
way,
I thought we were friends.
Jordan
Your punk ass Coastal Carolina T-shirt.
Get on your thing. Yeah,
no,
that's
yeah,
great.
that's
Jordan
punk
never
ass
said he was the
University of
greatest player
Michigan
alive,
fan.
by the way, too.
You're a Michigan State fan. No, but LeBron James, here's my point with LeBron is he is pretty much the captain of that Cavaliers team, the leader and the captain of that team. They all look up to him. They go as LeBron goes. LeBron has enough pull where he gets David Blatt fired, and Tyronn Lue had to tell him to shut the hell up in a huddle. This is my team. Because LeBron was yapping, trying to coach up the guys, and Tyronn Lue, hey, LeBron, shut the hell up. I don't need your help. That was a true story.
Yeah,
and
that
that was
actually
like that was Tyronn Lue's way of kind of getting the team's respect of, hey, I run this shit, not LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in charge here. But LeBron does have that pull and the way he talks. I mean, you heard it last year. He kind of sounded like he was throwing his teammates under the bus last year to the NBA Finals. I didn't like the way he responded after game 1 or 2, where it was kind of, their bench outscored our bench 45-10, and when your bench gets outscored like that, you're not going to win any games. Stop blaming your bench, LeBron. I understand their bench scored 45 points, but I mean, you were out there against their bench. You couldn't have prevented Sean Livingston from scoring 20 points. Sean Livingston stinks. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Sean Livingston
Barbosa
scored
had
20
18 points.
Barbosa with 18 points. You're bitching about your bench and blaming the bench for not keeping up with Golden State's bench. Yet, you out there helping to defend some of those guys, and they still scored on you. So I don't want to hear that. If you're going to be that guy that's going to talk like that and be considered the captain and be the leader, Derek Jeter, you're a big Derek Jeter fan, right?
Yeah,
the captain
yeah.
of the Yankees, Derek Jeter, no matter, he could be hitting 330. He could be hitting 600 in the World Series. If they're losing that game, there's always something he could have done better, always something he could have done more that would have helped that team win.
But I think
And that's why I think
LeBron just
is,
gets
stop
criticized.
bitching.
Yeah, but he gets criticized.
Well, there's a lot of
the
haters out
media
there.
hates him, bro.
Well, that's true, but the media always needs.
I feel bad
the
for the
media
guy.
needs greatness. The media needs greatness to hate
If
on.
God forbid, if this guy ever becomes a Laker, I'm gonna.
But in a lot of ways, he did
he's
make
never
his own
gonna
bed
hear
with
the.
that.
He's never gonna hear the
In
end
a lot of
of
ways,
it.
he did make his own bed with that. Because if you're going to talk in the media the way he talks and act as if you are the guy in Cleveland and I'm the captain, I'm the leader, they all look up to me and go as I go and do what I say and follow my act. Well, then I can't see you kind of giving up when it's a 20-point game in the fourth quarter. When Tyronn Lue comes to take you out and go say, hey, no, I'm staying in here and I'm making a run and bringing us back within 10 points in this game and at least making us feel like we have some hope. I'm not coming out and letting us get humiliated by 33 points. That's all I'm saying.
Cavs are getting swept.
Well,
end of story.
Probably. Game 3 is tonight. This is the Rundown on A2Radio.com. Final break. We're brought to you by the Philly Sports Bar located at 31 South Black Horse Pike. Runnymede, 856-939-4322. Email info@phillydiner.com. Visit the website www.phillydiner.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
Hey guys, this is Brian Daly, the Hockey Happy Hour. You have any big celebrations coming up like a birthday or a graduation party and you don't want to cook for everybody that's invited? Call Obi's Catering. You can contact Chris O'Brien at 856-534-8410 or you can email them at cateringbyobi@yahoo.com. Also, like them on Facebook at Catering by Obi's. Tell them that Tom Arnone or the boys from A2D Radio sent you and you can get 20% off. It's Obi's Catering, changing the world one dish at a time.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
This is the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. My computer has conked out on me, of course. I don't know why.
Gotta get a Mac.
Yeah, get a Mac.
$2,000.
Yeah, get a $2,000 Mac. I got a lot of, $2,000 that could go to a lot of other stuff. I'm going to buy a goddamn Mac. $2,000, my ass. Now it decides that it wants to come back too. All right, my computer's back.
Are we having to disagree? The agree to disagree? TikTok
the pissed off round table, the POR, yes. The POR about to, I guess, say kick off, if you will. Maddie's got to grab a headset and come join the pissed off round table, the POR, which, by the way, I think kicked ass in its debut, by the way. I thought it was a phenomenal way to go out.
Phillies
and
lost
end
today.
the show. Well, Vince Velasquez left after two
Two
pitches.
pitches. Yep.
Which, now I'm crossing my fingers that that's not Tommy John because that's all we need.
They said that both of the pitches that he threw were mid-80s.
Yeah, he threw it 2 fastballs, 85 and 86. But that could just be dead arm when you're talking about a young pitcher, not used to working this many innings and pitching this often. First time he's had this type of workload. Could just be dead arm. The weather has been different, Think about it. It was really, really hot a couple of days ago. Then it was raining earlier today.
It's like 60 degrees.
Yeah,
today.
I mean, he could get bullpen session a couple of days ago, and the weather's different compared to it is now. Let's just hope.
Yeah,
I got a really good topic.
Oh, you got a really good topic in the POR?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. You can kick off the POR.
The Ryan Howard bottle.
Oh, that is a good one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fan that they
nozzle.
took a picture. Yeah, the deuce
Why
nozzle.
are you mad about that?
I'm not saying I'm mad. I'm saying, all right.
Are you pissed off about it? You just
No.
threw the whole case at him.
Listen, bro.
So
He's
you're gonna be one of the douchebags.
He's a
You're one of the exactly. You're throwing
He's
beer
a
bottles at people.
person.
First of all, hold on. Yeah, exactly. Forget about whether it's Ryan Howard. You throw a beer bottle at me and we're fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we kids all of a sudden? Yeah. We're grown ass men. Forget about him being a professional baseball player and a professional athlete making $25 million. As a grown ass man, you disrespect me by hitting me in the face with a beer bottle. You don't have to hit me with it. It lands at my feet, like Ryan Howard said it did, and he saw it at his feet, and I saw who threw it. The amount of disrespect as a grown-ass man.
Nobody has a video of it?
They got a clear-ass picture.
They got a picture of
it. There's a clear-ass picture of him.
But it's amazing.
He's wearing pink shorts.
Bro, it's amazing.
Really manly.
And sandals.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yo,
sandals,
but it's amazing.
Sandals with socks, baby.
Yeah, pink shorts and
but
sandals.
You would think all the people.
He's probably from Lakewood area or something.
But you would think,
that.
You would think all the people that this guy knew, they would come forward and rat him out and dime him out.
Oh yeah, I know.
But
Nobody's snitching.
No one's snitching, man.
Give a pair of free tickets.
It's been what?
the Phillies,
it's been 4 days, right?
You want free tickets?
Almost a week.
I just want to know what would they be afraid of? Like, I know snitches get stitches, but this guy's wearing those shorts.
Yeah,
You
he's
really
wearing
think
pink
you're
shorts
getting
and
any
flip flops. I'm pretty
You're not
sure he doesn't
getting
have a
any
lot of
snitches.
connections.
Yo, you know what the Phillies are going to do? They're going to ban him forever. Ban him
No,
for
they
life
shouldn't. And they
inside that ballpark.
And they should award anybody that comes forward with information to help lead to the
With
guy's
Diamond Club,
identification.
with season tickets in the
Well,
Diamond
well,
Club
but
for
you
all
got a free
next
pair
year.
of tickets or something, you know?
No,
Something
season
like
tickets
that.
for next year.
But everyone was all bent about the whole, remember wristbands, throw them on the
Well,
ice.
that's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah,
there was 100
unclassic.
wristbands thrown on the ice. You know what I mean? But we get a bad rap because about the Santa Claus. About throwing snowballs at Santa Claus.
Well,
then the
exactly.
Washington
And this
Redskins
is
up in
why.
the 700
And
level
this
up
is
in the
why.
other Veteran Stadium.
Right.
They threw the Washington Redskins mascot right down the steps.
This is why.
I mean, I can go on and on and on about this whole thing.
Why we get a
But
bad
listen,
reputation.
bro, there was a Bud Light line. All right, first of all, Bud Light line is probably like yes because we're actually getting publicity over Bud Light lime. Maybe people are going to go out in Philadelphia and start buying some Bud Light limes. You know what I mean?
Isn't that a violation if you get the Bud Light line?
No, but it's a violation that they're selling Bud Light lime at the stadium. Like, you need to have a better beer than that. Really?
I thought
What
they
am
was
I,
just-
my wife?
But I thought it was just cans. They said a bottle.
Yeah, no, they sell them in bottles. Yeah, because bottles you're more likely to like pick up and throw away. Cans, think about it, you're just going to leave cans
Well,
everywhere.
thanks to
you
this
know?
douche, we're not going to be able to have any
Yeah, they
bottles
might not be.
at
Yeah, they might not
all
be selling beer at all.
in
Exactly.
any stadium. It don't matter if it's the Wells Fargo,
Douchebag.
if it's Lincoln Financial Field.
And then next game, he came out and hit a home run, which is awesome.
Yeah, well,
yeah, his 9th of the season.
Yeah.
He's still not.
9th home run, and he's
Yeah.
hitting like $150.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's like the guy in hockey that like only scores goals. Like he sucks so
What-
bad he doesn't do anything
Danny
except
Briere.
score the goal once in a while.
Briere.
Plays
Well,
no
the-
defense.
first of all, he
no,
did,
like doesn't
he
hit.
did it at a high level in the playoffs.
No. Danny Briere doesn't count because Danny Briere could actually score a lot of goals. I'm talking about the guy that doesn't like do anything except maybe score like 15 goals. Like he
Ruslan
does nothing.
Fedotenko.
Either that.
Ruslan
No, he scores
Fedotenko.
clutch
Like
goals.
every once in a while. Like
Really? That's the
You
first
know
time
what I
I've ever
mean?
heard Feta on the air. In like 50 years.
it'd be one thing if he hit $150 with 40 homers, but we're talking about him hitting like $150 with like maybe 20 homers. Like that's the equivalent of the guy that's got I don't know. He's maybe got 10 catches on the whole year.
There's so much
and yet he's got
drama.
5 touchdowns.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
There's so much drama in the city of Philadelphia. You got the Ryan Howard and the Tommy Joseph situation. That's probably like
Well, Tommy
Excuse-
Joseph,
hold
if they
on.
want to win, Tommy Joseph
Then
is
you had
playing.
then
Does
he
Tommy
had the
Joseph-
same Bradford and Carson
Does
Wentz
Tommy
drama.
Joseph not have the fattest head out of any?
Yeah, he
like,
does. He's
oh
got a
my
big head.
God, his
Yeah.
head is huge.
All them
It's
hot
like,
dogs.
Jesus Christ.
He's the next Babe
It's
Ruth.
bigger than yours, Ralph.
He's the next Babe Ruth.
I mean, and like that's a melon over there. Like
Tommy-
Ralph's got a watermelon on his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm actually
Ralph's
convinced
head's so
that
big he
that
doesn't have
Ryan
a
Howard
neck.
did steroids.
On the scales, though, I mean,
Why
you
would
got
you say
Barry
that?
Bonds as he had.
Listen,
the
why do you think?
I think Ryan Howard did steroids the year he hit 50 home runs.
Why?
Because the next year
He was in his
stunk.
No,
prime.
he didn't.
He was in his
Dude, he had 4 years. He went
4
58,
years, yeah.
48, 47, 45
And then
in a 4-year clip. Yeah, because that's what happens when you blow out your Achilles.
Yeah.
When you blow out your ankle and then your Achilles the year
And
after.
Right.
That's kind of what happens.
Like Donovan McNabb against the Titans
And then-
when he tore his ACL on the
No,
sideline.
but that's a little bit.
Yeah,
well,
but he wasn't
a
the
little-
same player. He
no,
came back.
but he doesn't have excuse not to be because
Then he broke
everybody,
his ankle against the Cardinals.
everybody comes back from ACL injuries now.
I actually was
No,
at that
no,
game.
no.
You know what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
back then.
Yeah, but still
This
in
was
06.
10 years.
Yeah, but in 06, guys are stuck.
He wasn't the
Carson
same
Palmer
player.
came back from a knee injury and is an even better
But
quarterback now than he was
What
then.
I'm saying to you is he wasn't the
He should have
same
been.
player. Adrian
That's his
Peterson
fault on
comes
his-
back and
that's his fault on
and
the
is
recovery
9
side
yards
of it.
away from setting the,
You know
the
what I mean?
NFL rushing record.
That's his fault on the recovery side of it.
Then he went.
You know,
and
most
beat his
guys
kid.
were coming back in 06. Carell Buckharter
Damn you.
came back from 3 ACL injuries before 06. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an injury that cripples you like an Achilles injury might. An Achilles injury in 06, career ending. Now, you saw with D'Amico Ryans, you can have a couple of them and, maybe still come back from it.
He
You know,
sucks
you're not
anyway.
the same player
You're
anymore,
not the same player
but you
at
at least
all.
come back from it. I think in Howard's case, I don't think he ever recovered from the ankle and
Oh,
then the
no
Achilles
way.
back to back.
Speaking
I
of
just
that
don't see any way you
Achilles,
could.
speaking of that Achilles, remember that interception, dude? When he looked like he got like he went straight down as soon as he
Who?
picked up D'Amico Ryans.
Oh, yeah.
When he
yeah.
picked that ball, it was against the 49ers. He
Yeah.
picked that ball and when he went down, and everyone's like, well, get up, and he goes down. You know,
He's like, I can't move.
yeah, he looked like the way he is, like you thought he got shot.
Ralph, what do you got?
Let's go to you. Let's go to
Oh,
you.
well, me?
Yeah.
Well,
we'll go
I got
this
a
way.
problem with frauds, okay? And we talked about it a little bit last week. I hate the tool bag, not tool bag
Tool bag
toner.
toner.
He's back
Not
on
tool
it.
bag toner.
Oh, okay.
Not him, but the other tool bag that was out snapping pictures of his car. Okay, that guy, the guy that wants to sit here
Well, you saw him
with his
again.
hatchback. No, that was I'm talking about like we talked a little bit about like
You're still mad about him?
no, I'm mad about a different fraudulent situation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but it's fraudulent. It's fraudulent when we've been around now for 2 years as a station,
Here we go.
a2dradio.com, okay?
There we
And we
go.
reach 400,000 people a year. No, because this is bullcrap. Because this happened last night, okay? And Tom, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to address it on Agree to Disagree on Sunday because that was Sunday. If this would have happened on Saturday, Tom would have sat there and went off about it on Sunday. Okay, you could go find the video. Tom Arnone, our boss, the owner, operator, CEO of
Tommy
a2dradio.com, one of the bad boys of sports talk on Agree to Disagree. He's got a few choice things to say to Sean Brace and Philly Influence on his video. You can find it on my page, on Zach Barrow on Facebook. You can find it on the a2dradio.com Facebook page. You can find it on the Tom Arnone Live Facebook page. But listen, Sean Brace, there's a reason you're not at 97.5 anymore, okay? It's because you suck. You were never interesting to begin with. You remember when him and Johnny Marks used to do the show?
Yeah.
There's a reason Johnny Marks is now with Anthony Gargano and Sean Brace runs Philly Influencer because Sean Brace stinks. Sean Brace is the guy that pretty much like he knows nothing about like the in-depth side of sports, but the bald head, the little goatee. He's the guy that's fun to talk sports with at the bar, right? But his insight is just complete bullcrap.
Yeah.
Right? Johnny Marks is the guy that was interesting, entertaining, provides insight, and Sean Brace is the guy that's sitting here that's, trying to talk about Troy Polamalu as much as we may hate the Steelers, talking about how Troy Polamalu stinks and shouldn't even be in the same category as Brian Dawkins. Like, it's like, listen, I don't like the Steelers any more than you do, but really, like, it's Troy Polamalu. Like, he's got the best hair in football. Let's not sit here and put the guy down too much. He's now working for Philly Influencer, and he's over here creating live shows now for the first time. Like, that's, completely original. He's been doing nothing but writing articles and stuff like that for the past year. And not to mention, at times, copying and pasting some of our articles, at least that's what we think. Copy and pasting some of our material and making articles about it. And now he wants to come up with a sports show called the Philly Sports Fix. Listen, Ryan Brodo, Frank Vespi, they'll all be here shortly for the Philly Sports Fix. But let me just say, you can't create a show that's unoriginal, and then when you get confronted about it, Tom Arnone, Chris Lang confront and say, hey, It's unoriginal. Why don't you try to get some original content? We've had a show called the Philly Sports Fix for 2 years and then say, well, I've never even heard of you guys. Yeah, well, because guess what? 400,000 people a week hear about us on Facebook. I'm sure a lot of those people also follow you. So a lot of your listeners and a lot of your followers know who the hell we are. Maybe you should know who the hell we are, Sean Brace. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're irrelevant and you're a fraud. As far as I'm concerned. Bull crap. We're more relevant than you are at this moment. A2DRadio.com kicks Philly influencers' ass.
They can't run with us.
They can't compete with us. No. Tom told him what he needed to do. Said you can't hold our jock straps. I told you what you can do with your jock strap.
Yeah.
You see that? Tom told Sean Brace he could put his jock strap in his mouth. That's what you can do with my jock strap, okay? You want to hold my jock strap, carry it around in your mouth, okay? That's what he told him.
said that?
That's what Tom said.
Let's
on
get
the video. Got to go check it out. That seems like a good note to end the show on, right?
Let's get it.
I don't know, Maddie.
They can't run with us.
You were involved in that.
You can't beat us. You might as well join us, baby.
That whole thing that started, I guess, last night with all of them. It was pretty bad, wasn't it? It looked pretty unoriginal and pretty classless on their part.
Yeah, pretty much. What a shocker.
Yeah, and then we made comments about it, and they
Deleted
they
it.
deleted all of our comments.
I made some comments.
Who's irrelevant now?
I'm sorry, Mom.
My mother's watching. This has been the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We've been brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City, located 6037 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, 609-568-9200, www.bmwatlanticcity.com. This month, BMW of Atlantic City challenged its sales team. They must sell 100 vehicles, which means you save. Right now, Lisa certified pre-owned Elite 2016 BMW 320iX Drive, just $299 a month for 36 months. The ultimate driving experience is closer than you think. BMW of Atlantic City, easy to get to, minutes off exit 37 of the Parkway, online at bmwofatlanticcity.com.